Greetings my friends, I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm just a normal guy who's doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. You gotta laugh at yourself, don't you? Really, I mean, and you know, I'm one to laugh at, I think. And I do like to laugh at myself. Sometimes I'm just there, I'm just painting, I'm just like, yes, you silly man, what are you doing? But yes, my friends, today is my son's 23rd birthday. Yes, I'm that old. I'm like almost 51 myself actually in a week and a half. Can you believe it? I know these youthful looks and these pull-up powers that I have. So you know, if you're edging up to that age, then don't worry, my friends. You can memorize pi and you can do pull-ups and all that jazz. Okay, so we're just gonna crack on today because I've got, as you can imagine, I've got things and tasks to do, but we'll have a bit of a chat as we're going. So yes, so today, yep, day 54. I know you can't see these, I'll bring the board forward later on as usual, you know, and you can see the scruffy writing. That's I was like writing the card this morning. My wife was, because I always write poems as well. If you haven't checked out my creative Ponderer, actually it's probably on this site, yes. So this and my Instagram, I post my daily poems and that, and so I was writing the poem for the card. I always been doing this for years and that. My wife was like, let's see your handwriting first. She says, you know, because I scribbled them down. She's like, so I had to go and do another test draft of it. And I was saying, is that okay, sir? And okay, you write this. So it was okay, my friends, but I certainly don't have the neatest. So anyhow, you see, this is how I just go off on tangents. But I'll bring it forward and we'll see if I'm right. So yes, let's just crack on again. So this morning I actually memorised, I keep on saying that, I'm going to crack on in that, but I remember my 7,000th digit. I've probably actually forgotten most because I only memorised it once this morning, and I actually went for, I was like, right, I'm going to do it as fast as I can. So I set my little stopwatch there. I had the 100 digits in my book, and I used the pictures on my phone, and I think it was about 13 minutes to get the 100 in there. Again, some people would do it a lot faster, some people couldn't even do it yet because they don't know how to use the techniques, and some people will do it slower. But 13, I know it's an unlucky number, but for me it was quite lucky there. So I went over them, then I went back, as I always do, and I went over them again. And usually I should have checked it again by now to try and reinforce it, you catch it before it goes. So even that time that I haven't, I've probably, so if I remember half of them, which is fine, you know, this is how it works for me as well. So after I've done this, I'll probably get some food and I'll go over and I'll reinforce them again, and because it's not a natural thing to shove in the head, you know. So we've got to find these techniques, as I say, to kind of get them in there. Okay, I'm definitely starting now. Here we go, my friends. Indiana Jones, he's going in to try and find the Ark now, so that's where I am right now. And 3, 1, 6, 2, 4, 9, 9, 3, 4, 1. Off and running, my friends. Okay. 3, 1. Captain America is doing the action of Sean Bean and going through a door, which is just the hatch in my head. Okay, I'll not talk again until I get to the end of, well, I will talk, but you know what I mean, about discussing my techniques that I use. Okay, 9, 9, 3, 4, 1. Okay, squeaky pen. Oh my. Okay, as always, I try and get the next 2 stations in my head to see where we're at. 9, 1, 3, 1, 8, 1, 4, 8, 0, 8, 9, sorry, that was a 9, that last one, kind of confused myself a second. 9, 1, 3, 1, 8, that's probably why I said 8 again, and 1, 4, 8, 0, 9. Okay, right. We actually popped out of the tomb there with this one. Now we're going back into the tomb. Yeah. Right, okay. 2, 7, 7, 7, 7, 1, 0, 3, 8, 6, I believe. What did I say? I said, what did I say? I said 2, 7, 7, 7, 7. Should be an easy one. And 1, 0, 3, 8, 6. Yeah, just kind of dragging them from me memory here. You know, they're in there somewhere. You know, they don't always want to. They're sometimes to hide behind a bit of a decaying brain cell. They're just like, find me. Okay, right. Okay, how many have we got left there? 4 on this one. Okay. 3, 8, 7, 7, 3, 4, 3, 1, 7, 7. 3, 8, 7, 7, 3, 8, 7, 7, 3, and 4, 3, 1, 7, 7. I know these things aren't, you know, they're not drilled in my head yet. This is why I'm doing some humming and hawing. You know, I hope you can appreciate that. That's just not like blasting these things off, just like boom, 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 boom. I'm not like an AI computer. Who knows? Maybe I am. I'm just being programmed badly. Okay. Last 2. 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, 7, 7. Just want to double check here that I'm doing the right ones. Well, we'll certainly find out. 2, 0, 7, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. Right. What was that bit of doubt there? You know, just that I've skipped a station or something. But anyhow, what did I say? I said 2, 0, 7, 5, 4, and 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay. I have doubt, my friends, sometimes, I know. Oh, okay. Everything's looking ship-shape. Okay, so I've got a smudge at the top here, you probably can't see it yet, but because I've gone over this one quite a few times, this specific one where, like you say, I'm using Indiana Jones films now. The first 4,800 digits, I was taking pictures. That's how I do them, not like that. That's like when you kind of, give me a dog, cat, whatever, click, of all the locations. Like my front door, then the fence, walking all the way to the lighthouse, all these, you know, all landmarks as I was going. And then from 4,800 up to 7,000, what I've just learnt there. I've been taking Indiana Jones films, so Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom. So I'm on the Temple of Doom now with there, but this is still in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I just was going through watching the films. I was sitting there with my camera, and I was just, every time a scene came up which had some difference or interest, then I would just like click, or you know, or I would just click and discard it later on if it wasn't any good. And then I would take the pictures after, then just go through them in my book and put them in blocks of 20, because I need 20 stations for each 100. So as I've got them separated here in my book, almost chopped out that bit of paper. So I think I had it further away last time. So anyhow, so like I say, I'm only up to 7,000, which you see there's a little tick here. So I'm just, oh, there's a little smiley face as well. Oh, on the 23rd of the 3rd, 23, that's when this is. But as you see, there's nothing, I've got all the way up to the 10,000 digits, but I haven't got anything else written. So this Saturday, I'm going to have to watch The Last Crusade. So, and then get more stations. So actually for this one, so let me just, actually I shouldn't look. I shouldn't look at this one here. Actually I hadn't been on it there, by the way. So I'm not cheating. But yeah, so this is like where they're entering the tomb to try and find the Ark. Again, spoiler alert here, if you haven't seen it, I apologise. I'll try not to be too obvious, but yeah, so they're going into this place, the tomb, and then there's things in the place which I'm locking onto, like models that beams of light are shining on, and there's, yeah, so I don't want to say any spoilers just in case, so I apologise. But so I take all the locations and then I move them, and it's actually not too bad. Sometimes I'm a little bit conflicted with, because I see the characters, so I'm seeing Indiana Jones and these the other fellow actors, and I'm like, do I merge? Do I just have these characters standing next to them, or just do the kind of merge? Does Indiana Jones merge into them? And sometimes they merge, and sometimes they don't. It's just like it's weird. It kind of feels sometimes they interact with them as well. So I'm figuring out the best way to do with this, but I think it does work because I'm able to recall these things. Is it the best system yet? I don't know. It's we'll have to give these things a decent chance. Anyhow, I've waffled on a bit there, so I'll do the next 50 and then I'll talk about the system that I use. Okay, so again, where did I finish off here? Let's have a little think. 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. Okay, right, so I've got that in my head of there's a certain beam coming down through a certain medallion or pendant. Okay, if you know what I mean. And then it's the one after that. Okay, so that's where I'm going. Ooh, 3, 2. 3, 2. I'll do that again. 2, 0, 7, and so I've just kind of lost my train of thought there a second. Oh yeah. Okay. 7, 7, 0, 9, 2. Yeah, I made the mistake again of not having the 2 spots in my head before I jumped up there. So, you know, let's just write these down first. And so, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 0, 7, then 7, 7. Sometimes I want to put at 7, 7, 0, 9, 2, and sometimes I'm like, want to put the 0, 9 first, but it's not that way. This is like Gandalf the Grey, because 7 is G. Gandalf doing the action of Olivia Newton-John, so he's kind of like dancing in his leathers going, I got chills, they're multiplying, you shall not pass, and there's a big bird. Number 2, he's actually riding on the back of a giant eagle as well, because obviously Gandalf, you've got to have him on the back of a giant eagle. You know, anyhow. Okay, my friends, let's try and picture, because like say sometimes I've got to coax these out. It's like, where are you? It's in there. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. 0, 1 out. 9, 0, 5, 1, 6, 6. Okay. Oh, yes, just ringing there. Yeah, this specific one here, I don't know why, I've just been struggling with it as well. It just, it's one of these ones that I just forget a lot, and I don't know why. I think you'll find that yourselves if you're doing these things, that there's certain ones or certain numbers or locations, and you just, you know, you think you've got it, you know, yeah, I got that, you go back, you're like, what was that one again? I don't know, it's like, again, we can only do the best we can, and we can only use these techniques, and they can only go so far. I mean, they're great, these techniques, for sure, but in the end, we are limited by our minds, I guess. and how good a machine or processor we've got, and we've all got the capability to do amazing things with the mind, but we all know some people, it's just easier for them, isn't it? Some things just absorb in there a lot quicker, and you just, you know, you're like, why? Anyhow, okay my friends, let's get on with this. Right, we're going out of the tomb now. Okay, we're gonna climb up the rope, and then, yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 9, 6, 2, 8, 0, 4, 9, 0, 9. Okay. Olivia Newton-John, 09, doing the action of Sean Bean, 62, and it is snowing, 8. Actually, I'll tell you something I thought about last night. I'll tell you, I'll put a star next to this one. Okay, and 04909. Okay. I thought a different way of trying something out. Okay, let me see. Right. 2, 6, 3, 6, 0, 1, 9, 7, 5, 9. Come on, Lee. Use them pull-up powers. Okay. 2, 6, 3, 6, 0, 1, 9, which is Darth Vader. Not all the time. I'll tell you in a second. 1975, 9. Okay. Final 2. Final 2. Then we'll quickly go through them, and then I'll depart. You know. You don't know where I go, do you? It's a secret. It's actually to the shops. It's to get a balloon for my son's birthday. You know what I mean? Put on the table for tonight. Okay, right. Next one, we've got the Hulkster coming in. Spoiler, the Hulk Hogan. Okay, here we go. And then that one after that. Okay. 8, 8, 2, 8, 1, 6, 1, 3, 3, 2. Yeah. Okay. 8, 8. Hulk Hogan, 2, 8. Benny Hill, 1. And 6, 1, 3, 3, 2. Getting a bit congested in the numbers there at the bottom. Okay. I think everything seems kosher. I think we're good. I think we're good, my friends. Okay, here we go. Here's the board of truth, my friends. It's the board of truth. Yes, it is. You drink it in. There we go. Right. Okay, so get out of the way, my little slidey friend. Okay, so yeah, so this one last night, I was thinking, because okay, I'll quickly tell you the system first, and then we'll talk about that one. So use a person, action, object list. 0099 characters. So I convert the numbers into letters. O, so 0 is O, 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E, 6 is S, 7 is G, 8 is H, and 9 is N. Then I turn them letters into characters. So 00, Ozzy Osbourne. 01 is Neo, because I'm not going to go through them all, don't worry, but because he's the one, then that makes sense. I could have come up with a character who had initials OA. I don't know, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head right now, but Neo's just so cool because again he's got his action, isn't he? He's, you know, Matrix, come on. There's another, again, the other one is 07. I've got 00 Bond, 00 Bond. James Bond is 007, but it's only a single 7 there. But I know it's James Bond. And I've got 79 as 7 of 9 from Voyager. So I think they're the only ones that I've got which aren't characters. The rest are, for example, 09, like I say, is Olivia Newton-John doing the action of Sean Bean. S is 6, 2 is B, and the 8, it looks like a snowman. The last digit here, so okay, so yeah, so she's doing the action. So Olivia Newton-John, I always have her maybe dance, so she's got her leathers, she's maybe got the cigarette, you know, and she, at the end, like, I don't want to say at the end, I think in Greece, okay, sorry, she's like smoking a cigarette and she's like, tell me about it, stud, or whatever, you could, yeah, and I'm losing control, anyhow, but she's doing the action of Sean Bean from Sharp, which I never really watched, but apparently he says the word begins with B, bastards, something like that, you know, a lot. So she's kind of swearing, and she's wanting to feed all these Germans at this table, and this is during the war as well. That's what I mean. You know, it's like the indie times. I think it's probably the war, anyhow. But and it's snowing because it is so person first doing the action. So she's a bit disgruntled, swearing, and it's snowing. But what I was thinking was last night was, because I've usually just got 8 as snowing, and I'm thinking, what other situation can I actually change the characters into? So I thought that 8 is really just like infinity on its side as well. You know, well, face up, so infinity on the side. So I was thinking it could be, you could just, so 8, whenever 8's there, I could have the characters going to infinity and beyond, you know, like, obviously to infinity and beyond. So I was thinking, okay, so you got Buzz Lightyear, so maybe these characters, I can try and turn them in my mind, see how it works out, into little kind of either toys or Lego people or something like that, and just see if I can, or models, plasticine or whatever, just see if I can alter. I can still maybe have it snowing, but sometimes when I come back I'm like, is it snowing? Because I'm just in my head going, it's snowing. And sometimes there's snow coming down, or I might be slipping on ice, and I just find it sometimes hard to recall it because of that, you know, the nature of it. Obviously I need to get better at that, but so maybe if I can have them again saying maybe the just go to infinity and beyond after, and then jet off into the snow or something, I don't know. Anyhow, so I'm gonna try and test that one and start putting it in, adding it in, because I can just add it as well. I can still, like I said, I can still have it snowing, but I can add this element and see if it works and sticks, and I'll know soon enough if it's got some kind of merit. This is what we should be trying and doing all the time. So I get an idea, try and put it into play. If it doesn't work straight away, it doesn't mean that it's actually wrong. It could be a really good idea, so maybe we need to stick with it for a little bit, and then just, you know, it might just become a bit easier after a while, like anything. Playing the piano, that's never easy. I practice that all the time. I'm not useless. I'm getting a bit better. Okay, so that's what I do. So all the 00 to 99 is all the characters, and then the first 2 digits, like I say, is the character themselves. Ben Stiller, 26, doing the action of Charlie Sheen, who I've always got dipping into from the film. I can never remember what the name of the film is. Hot Shots. So I'm lying. Hot Shots it was, where it was like the Rambo kind of Mickey take one. So he's dumping his hands into treacle or syrup, and then he's dipping them into M&Ms and all these other things, like a bit like the Kickboxer with Van Damme as well. So it's obviously a Mickey take of a few different films. So anyhow, so Ben Stiller walks into a tent where there's a certain captive, you know, inches kind of bound, gagged and bound there, and he's gives her the Zoolander look, you know, or I could have sometimes I have them as just the Zoolander look, but sometimes I have them as spraying petrol all over the place, because there was a scene in Zoolander where, I'm just full of spoilers, aren't I? Where they're kind of spraying petrol over each other, if you've ever seen it. So that's actually quite a good one as well, because a lot more can happen with that. But you can add them both, give them the look and give it a bit of the old petrol. And then he's like dipping his hands in this big whatever, full of sweets and vats and things, and then he's maybe he's doing the hula hoop on this one, so that kind of recommends the hips there, yeah, snake hips. So, or you could be walking through a Stargate, which one that I recently introduced a few hundred ago or whatever as well. So, because yeah, so that represents, the last digit represents either number shape or number rhyme. So a 0 looks like a Stargate or a hula hoop or a planet or anything round or spherical. 9 again looks like a balloon on a kind of, you know, or it sounds like wine or vine. So, you know, so that's what the last digit is. So again, 88, Hulk Hogan doing the action of Benny Hill. If you don't know who he is, he was this comedian back in the 70s and 80s that used to run really fast, and the music was like, I know, something like that. So you got Hulk Hogan running around like mad, like Benny Hill being chased by all these women, which is what Benny Hill happened. And then he grabs the pen from the knife from Indy, which looks like a knife can be a 1 as well. So I know it's a 1, but the other way around would be Benny Hill in a wrestling ring, maybe ripping his top off. If it was the other way around, you see. Anyhow, okay, my friends, that's it for today. I shall see you tomorrow for another day of magic, another day of pie. 55 will be tomorrow. Yes, we're getting there. Another 500 will be out the way very soon. Exciting times, my friends. Kind of looking forward to getting it done, but I'm also, you know, you have to enjoy the experience of what we're doing as well, because life just passes by, doesn't it? You know, quite quickly. So we're going to try and, again, you always read these things, don't you? Be in the moment and all these things, and we never are. I mean, I'm wanting to get to the future where I can start earning money off my art, you know. And actually, listen, see, this is it's not fully done yet. It's actually sunken in. I don't know if you can see me squirrel that I'm working on here. It's actually the light's really quite bad under it there. I don't know if that's any better, but anyway, it's all sunken in. But I still need to finish it off and do some extra things, but you know, that's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Don't know what you think. Anyhow, my friends. So, yeah, anyhow, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye pie. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That was meant to be quicker, but once again, I talked too much. Let's post that, my friends. Let me just see if you're still going. Okay, yes. So yeah, so 5,500 tomorrow. I'm like, which means I'm only going to be 1,500 ahead. I mean, it sounds like it's a decent margin. These are the digits that I'm ahead of where I need to do the me sessions. I'm not making sense now, I'm sorry, it's just my mind was all over the place there, I apologise. So anyway, so this weekend, so I'm going to watch the Last Crusade, which should get us around about another 1,000 digits. Again, whatever it is, you know, I mean, I don't want to force the issue of just using pictures for the sake of them. I want to try and get something which has flow and isn't stuck in my head where they're too close. I like movement and variety within the picture, so your mind can move through it rather than being you're uncertain. Do you know what I mean? So anyhow, so I'm going to do that. So then, and I was saying I need to learn 300 to 400 a week. I could learn 5. I could learn 100 a day. You know, I know I could do that. It's like that's not being, you know, arrogant there. I hope it's not. It's just but like I say, it only took us 13 minutes to learn that 100. But yeah, I have to go back and reinforce it. But I can do that every day. You know, like so I'm always going to, and even though it still takes you a good few weeks to kind of bed them in there, you know, like been going back over again and again to reinforce them. At least I know I've got enough margin to kind of stay ahead of the game, so I can finish this 10,000. And I must admit, the arms felt better today for the first time, and I was doing more pull-ups yesterday, so I've started training a little bit more to see, again, trying to force me arms to heal. Yes. Okay, my friends, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.